ねえ、誰か lights, lights please, lights. Okay, let's see. What have we got here? We need a fiddy pen, brush pen. And this character, what's her name? Karin. I see. Karin. Okay, so let's see. Let's start with the head. Okay, so. Okay folks, well first of all I'd like to thank you for watching Jim's Cartoon Tube, and I hope you enjoyed the other videos in the series. I'm going to switch to commentary here and I'm going to speed up the video. As it happens, this video took me about, this drawing I should say, took me about 20 minutes. I'm going to zoom it up to 8. I'd like to talk you through some of the techniques and some things to bear in mind when you're drawing in this situation. Namely, somebody asks you to draw something that you're not familiar with, to sort of go outside your territory, as it were. In this case, in my case, it's happens a lot, but I've been requested to draw a Japanese character and one that I don't even know. So I'm kind of what I want to focus on here in my drawing is, I know that I don't know the character, I don't know the background of the character, which does help when you're drawing it, believe it or not. I don't know the background of it, I haven't seen it anywhere else. This is the first time for me to see it in this book here on the desk. However, when I look at the character I think, well, I think this is within reach. It's nearly the type of drawing that I do. So I'm going to give it a go. At the same time, I'm not going to try and recreate it 100%, because that would be a completely foolish thing to do. It's impossible to do that, and I always say, why bother trying to do that when you have photocopiers? It's nice to keep a little bit of your own personality in the drawing, but at the same time I want it to be recognizable and I don't want to take too many liberties with it. So as you can see with this eye here that I'm drawing, I think that sums up how I like to draw, sort of quick, swift lines, and I want to keep that in the drawing, and that's just the way I like to draw. This is one of the key things that I think is important about finding your own style, is also finding your own speed. It took me a long time to work this out. This was something that drove me mad as an art school student, because I realized that the drawings that I sort of really sped through were much better than the drawings that I sweated blood and tears over. And then I realized, because that was I don't know, for whatever reason, that's just the speed I'm comfortable at. And I think a lot of it is to do with being too conscious, too self-aware of what you're drawing, and forgetting to have fun with it. And in this case, I remembered that and let go, and I think the spontaneity and the fun comes through in the lines. I'd like to think so, anyway. And it's still recognizable as the character, I hope. I also recommend that you try this technique of drawing large. This is drawn on a A1 or A0 even piece of paper. Of course the drawing itself is about A2, I think, somewhere like that. But it does help to sort of get used to making expressionate lines, which is very important. The pen I'm using here is a Japanese disposable brush pen, or fude pen, as it's known here in Japan, which is available in every convenience store here. If you're lucky enough to live near a Japanese supermarket, they may well sell them there. If not, you might want to try your local Chinatown and see if they have a sort of similar item. It's possible that they do sell them there for writing their greeting cards and stuff. The colour pens that I'm using might be familiar to some of you who are interested in comics and especially manga. It's a must-have thing. It's Copic pens and a couple of the rival company, I forget the name, but Copic are the leader in these colour double-edged pens here that apparently the artist of One Piece still uses today, and a lot of comic artists in Japan still swear by these, and I think the One Piece guy, he has a policy of never using computers or something like that, and even for the film posters he uses these pens. So, and I'm all in favour of that. As much as I love technology and I'm in awe of it, I still think that, you know, it is wise to learn how to draw with analog things before you start messing about with computers. Ideally, learn to use both is my best advice. But I really think that it is important to learn how to use colours. And I admit that colour is my weakness, no doubt about it. I'm not that confident with colour. Much happier in black and white. Pardon my poor grammar there. But anyway, as we come to the end of the video, I'd like to thank you all for travelling with Jim's Cartoon Tube, and I hope you've had a pleasant journey. And I'd like to remind you that although I do not specialise in Japanese characters, there are a number of Ghibli characters available on Jim's Cartoon Tube. If you type in how to draw Totoro, for example, or how to draw the cat bus, you might enjoy those videos. And don't forget to draw on large scale and use brushes, try different techniques, and most importantly, just relax and enjoy cartooning, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much.